Well, hello everyone. I'll be shooting again because this time the sound wasn't exactly literally on. So I'll be exactly shooting completely again. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry for this, but I'll be shooting again. This time is for the last time. Anyway, I'll be seeing you on Thursday because tomorrow is actually Heritage Day. So I'll be seeing you on Thursday and on Friday. One more thing, I'm very grateful for your support and also for you guys viewing my episodes and as well seeing them. Truly grateful for them. Just exactly know that, guys. It means quite a lot to me. Anyway, on today's episode, we're to speak about Powerboy, who's a high-ranking member of an organization known as the Order of the 12, known as the Order of the 12, that is exactly led and founded by the Universal Prince. So so they can exactly get to it. On the earlier century, the Powerboy exactly began. Powerboy is a very powerful, ancient, and powerful immortal being that is exactly capable of destroying other worlds and other civilization with his power. He created more destructive machines and power, and capable of destroying worlds and also other civilizations within the process as well. By doing so exactly on that time, Pablo exactly was very hungry for power and very much quietly hungry for more power and for more destruction within the process. After that, Pablo exactly combined crystals and dark energy with his power and also with his capabilities within the process as well. By combining science and also with magic in the process, he destroyed many worlds and many more planets within the process, and he demonstrated his power and his worth within a process which was capable of destroying many planets and many worlds. And Powerboy was reluctantly pleased and very happy. Powerboy is a very ancient and powerful being that's exactly lived for many centuries, and is a very powerful immortal being that's exactly lived for many centuries and for many millennia. During at that time, the Universal Prince approached Powerboy with a very powerful proposition, able to give him a new offer to join his organization and as well his organization, which will exactly benefit him in many ways. And Pablo was reluctantly pleased, which just exactly benefit him, and he exactly shook hands with the Universal Prince after demonstrating his power and his worth within the process. On the first of July, Powerboy exactly and the other dark group of dark magic users known as the Dark Druids began staging a raid on the Shadow Empire factory, which they were able to take all the cryogenic freeze pods, in a process. And Papa was like to be happy that all these experiments and all these dark weapons and all these creatures were quietly exactly still remaining in stasis pods, and which was like to be very much quietly having in order to take them and keep them. He took them all straight to his asteroid base at the time in order to exactly study them up close and to also to learn their power and as well their capabilities as well within the process. And he was very reluctantly happy and very much would like to be pleased of this of keeping all the experiments. In doing so, during at that time, Powerboy tested his power and tested his ability as well within the process by combining the dark crystals and power and energy within all the power, giving him immense power and as well immense immortality. He and the Dark Druid and the Dark Faithful and the Dark Witch began exactly combining their power and their magic to combining their energy and power and magic in order to enhance Powerboy's immortality and strength and super speed and super hearing and also telepathy and mind controlling abilities as well in the process. And he was very happy and very quietly good. On the 1st of August, Powerboy exactly attempted to destroy worlds and planets in a process as well, where she began activating the blue and dark crystal with his power and also with his dark imaginations and destroying planets after planet. He continued destroying planet after planet and world after world within a process which he continued to doing so. And after doing so exactly, the Four Nation Hunters exactly realized that this threat is becoming a powerful threat and a very rampaging that which they had to stop. The battle waged on between the Dark Druids and the Dark Witches and the Dark Faithful in a process as Pablo exactly launched and demonstrated his power and his ability as he decimated his enemies and wiping them out in the process as well, which the Four Nation Hunters were forced to exactly retreat as well during the first crow of the battle, and which they're successfully able to exactly retreat, in which they exactly retreat on the first crow of the battle. And Powerboy was like to be happy and very quietly happy. On the 1st of September, Powerboy attended a meeting of the Order of the 12, where Memory Sister was able to complement their new enforcer, known as Windmaster, for doing a very great job in telling the Shadow Empire warlords and commanders to show their allegiance and loyalty to the Order of the 12 and to the Universal Prince, and as well by commanding Razor, who by commanding Razor, who is also their ally, telling him that he also done a very good well job and a very great mission, and also to try to sway the Shadow Empire warlords commanders into joining forces and the other worlds to exactly showing their allegiance and their loyalty to the Universal Prince and to the members of the Order of the 12 as well. And Papa was quite present within that meeting as well. On the 10th of September, Paul exactly began combining dark magic with dark crystals and dark experiments in order to experiment on a cryo-freeze genetic pod, which was able to continue able to learn more about it and about his power and about his capabilities as well within a process, able to harness his power, able to enhance his power as well and his capabilities. Paul attended a meeting of the Order of the 12 on the 15th of September, where the Universal Prince reassured the members of the Order of the 12 that everything else is in order and everything else is quietly in place the way it was meant to be and the way it's exactly going in schedule, the way it's exactly meant to be rectified, and that the situation will exactly be involved with a new alliance with the Star Prince and also with the members of the Star Empire. That order will be finally be restored to the rest of sacred existence and to the rest of the sacred universe as well. One way or another, he will exactly become the new universal king, and he will exactly rule through the rest of the sacred universe and throughout the sacred world in a process as well. And Papa was relatively pleased and very, very successfully happy. During at that time, Papa exactly beginning or returning back to his stasis cryopod in order to remain in a deep sleep so that he can become more powerful and more destructive and more greater than anything else. And he continued to sleeping on a cryogenic freeze pod where he continued to sleeping and able to exactly enhance his power. One doctor was able to wake him up, stating that he's more powerful and more deadly, and Papa was reluctantly pleased and very, very happy of himself, seeing that his power is grown more powerful and more deadly than ever before, and that his magic has become more unique and more powerful, granting him enhanced healing abilities and regenerative abilities as well in the process. Papa told one doctor that they have to stage an attack on the Intergalactic Coalition's headquarters in order to steal a rare, powerful blue crystal for his ultimate goals and for his ultimate plans as well, which he continued to do so. On the 1st of October, Power Boy exactly staged a huge attack on the Intergalactic Coalition's headquarters, which he and the Dark Druids and the Dark Witches and the Dark Faithful besieged the whole base with their dark magic, with their dark magic and their powers, and the members of the Intergalactic Coalition were forced to fight back in order to take down this sinister threat and these sinister forces, which they continue to do so. Power Boy exactly teleported within the central headquarters and was able to steal the blue crystal within the battle and was able to successfully teleport away. He secretly communicated with the members with a group of dark magic users to tell them that it's time for them to successfully retreat, which they were able to do so. During at the time, Power Boy combined the blue crystal and the dark crystal and its energy by converging its power and energy with the dark druid, one dark witch, one dark faithful, and able to converge their power by circling around Power Boy and able to get granting him enhanced immortality and enhanced ability such as intention hearing, such as enhanced speed, super healing as well, super hearing, and also telepathy, mind controlling, possessioning, summoning, and also possessioning and summoning and recreation as well, and teleportation and also portaling as well in the process as well. And he became more powerful and more destructive and very, very, very hungry for more power and for more power and for more reason to exactly crave more than anything else ever existed throughout the rest of sacred history, which made him more very dangerous and more deadly than anything else ever before. Even these powers grant him the ability to detect and sense magical energies such as universal magical energy and power, Latris's energy and power as well, and also Universal Man's power and energy in the process as well, able to detect the sacred superhero's powers and energy as well in the process, and also detecting alien and supernatural and superhuman energy in a very, very far process, in a very far away matter, and also in the process of its abilities. And Pablo was reluctantly pleased. Pablo met up with the Universal Prince on the 10th of October, telling him that the progress of these experiments are quietly going well and that everything else is in order the way it was supposed to be and nothing else can easily disrupt this. Pablo even tried to persuade the Universal Prince to join forces with the new little magic in order for him to join forces to become a powerful group of supervillains able to exactly achieve their common goal by wiping and exterminating the Universal Heroes, the Intergalactic Coalition, the World Heroes, the United Heroes, and also the Sacred Team in the process as well by wiping them out as well. The Universal Prince told Pablo that he will exactly have to think about this proposal, and you have to greatly think about it very thoroughly and very, very quietly good in order before he can exactly jeopardize his new alliance with the Star Prince as well, which has exactly been made. And Pablo was reluctantly pleased and very happy. Papa within returned within his central headquarters of his laboratory to continue experimenting with dark crystals and dark energy and dark destructive technology, and he continued supplying the Shadow Empire warlords and commanders with more technology and more destructive technology. In return, the Shadow Empire warlords and commanders saw the allegiance and the loyalty and the allegiance to the Universal Prince and to the members of the Order of the Twelve by supplying them with destructive and powerful technology as part of the agreement and as part of the deal as well. And Papa was reluctantly happy and very gratefully pleased with this turn of events as well. Papa exactly teleported himself straightly to Lord Clay, who is the progeny of the new Lord of Magic, who is the progeny of the new Lord of Magic at that time, who is still the progeny of the new Lord of Magic. He was able to exactly speak with Clay, able to exactly speak with Lord Clay, telling him that they masters and the big bad bosses who join forces together because they share the common goal in exactly wanting to remove the universal heroes and the intergalactic coalition out of the way, which could exactly benefit them. Lord Clay was very quietly skeptical of this proposal and this partnership, and he just said that he'll exactly take it some time in order to think about it and over, which could exactly benefit Lord Jet as well in the process, which he told Parboy as well within the process. But he exactly shook hands with Parboy, stating that the partnership could exactly benefit them in many ways, but he will exactly think about it as well. And Parboy was reluctantly pleased and very happy. Parboy returned within his central headquarters of his laboratory, where he was able to conduct more serious experiments and more dark experiments of the crystal and his power source and his energy, where one doctor was exactly able to tell him that the newly novel magic is on a dark and ancestral spiritual journey of transformation to highly evolve and adapt as well to becoming more powerful and more deadly than anything else ever seen before. Powerboy exactly was reluctantly pleased and very happy with this news, and he decided in order to exactly meditate and focusing to seeing everything, and also to seeing all the events of the Sacred Galactic War and over the wars as well during the events of the war, and he was able to see everything and hear everything else by meditating with the dark crystal and its power, and he was able to sense and see all the energies of good and evil fighting each other and that are quietly at war with each other. And Papa was reluctantly pleased and very quietly happy at this turn of event of the war, seeing that the Four Nation Hunters are losing the war against the monsters. He realizes that the Four Nation Hunters might need aid in order to finally wipe out the monsters and remove them out of the way, which was completely able to reluctantly agree with this matter, and he completely decided to take matters to his own hands by simply opening up a portal between worlds and dimensions, which was able to personally do by activating a powerful dark crystal of dark magic, able to exactly reactivating himself and infusing himself with the dark magic and the dark crystal energy, making him more powerful and more destructive ever before. He even granted himself the power of summoning one dark master from the other dark dimension in order to experiment with it, in order to keep it in a cryogenetic freeze pod, in order to understand its power and its physiology and its abilities as well, which by doing so was able to unlock its secrets and its powers and its capacity. The Universal Prince was able to return to Pablo, telling him that he thought about the proposal and he said that it would not exactly benefit him as much as it would benefit the new Lord of Magic, despite that he doesn't believe in the new Lord of Magic's goals in wiping and exterminating the supernaturals and aliens and humans and aliens and superhumans in the process as well. And Pablo quietly understood and he gracefully shake hands with the Universal Prince, stated that it doesn't matter, all is well and all is good. He will exactly form a partnership with the members of the Order of Power and he will exactly become the ally. And the Universal Prince respected Pablo's decision and his great works as well, which they exactly shook hands. Pablo teleported himself straightly into Lord Clay's central headquarters of his base, telling him that the Universal Prince exactly denied this request, and also denied this request on the 15th of October, denied this request, and he said that the partnership will not exactly benefit well, as Parboy told Lord Clay that he'll become an ally to the new Lord of Magic and to his organization as well, which could exactly benefit them in many ways and also in many ways as well. And Lord Clay was reluctantly pleased and very happy as he shook hands with Parboy, meaning that it's the start of the new partnership and that they are hereby associates as well. He was able to exactly told the Universal Prince on the 1st of November that their partnership has really been sealed with Lord Clay, that they are partners, and it will exactly assist him in aiding with his respective conquests and as well with these goals. And the Universal Prince understand that and told Parboy that the Shadow Empire Warlords commanders have already quietly shown their loyalty and their allegiance and everything else, and that they continue supplying the members of the Order of the 12 with destructive technology and more power ever before, meaning that his reign and rule will exactly come about by any time sooner. And Parboy exactly shook hands with the Universal Prince, stating a partnership exactly still holds meaning, and that they'll forever be partners and old friends and old colleagues, and also remaining as associates. Despite this, guys, Power Boy believes in the Universal Prince's goals and in mission, but not in the original and in the new Order of Magic's goals in exterminating and wiping out the supernaturals and aliens and superhumans in the process, which he doesn't exactly believe in that goals. He formed an alliance with the new Lord of Magic's protege, known as Lord Clay, in order for him to exactly benefit from the alliance, so that Lord Clay can as well benefit from the alliance as well. Despite this, his greatest and worthiest adversary, a Universal Magic Girl and Lightress, and Kevin and Universal Man, which he can detect their energy and sense them in far distance, which he learns not to underestimate these heroes and never to take them lightly with their ability in thwarting and interfering with their operations, and as well as the Four Nation Hunters. Despite this, Power Boy is very gifted with dark magic, very skilled in manipulating energy and life energy and dark energy at will, capable of teleportation, summoning, possessioning, mind controlling, reading thoughts, and also incepting minds and recreation, combining technology with dark crystals and dark magic in order to create destructive weapons and powerful weapons for the Shadow Empire warlords and for the members of the Order of the 12 as well, so that the Universal Prince would remain in power and in control of the sacred universe and of the sacred world. He believes in the Order of the 12's goals and as well in the Universal Prince's goals to becoming the new Universal King, which will exactly benefit him in many ways to allow him to destroy more worlds and more planets in the process, so that he can exactly benefit from that goal as well by conquering many civilizations and many known worlds within the known universe and within the sacred universe in the process as well, which is exactly why Power Boy exactly formed an alliance with a group of other powerful criminals such as the Memory Sister, Windmaster, Zero, and also the Time Witches, and Nightmare, and the Universal Prince as well, who are the members of the Order of the 12 and also the enforcer of the Order of the 12, known as Windmaster, which he exactly believes in forming an alliance with powerful criminals and exactly helping them to aid with their goals in order for them to reach their ultimate goal to becoming the sole rulers of the cosmos, is exactly what exactly help him in wreaking havoc and chaos incarnate, which is exactly he loves doing that, in creating chaos and destruction and havoc, which is exactly what Power Boy loves. He's very intelligent and a very powerful being, an immortal being that has lived for many centuries, and is very gifted in dark magic and very skilled in the dark arts and also in deception, in manipulation, very powerful, not meant to be taken lightly. His greatest and worthiest adversaries is Universal Magic Girl and Lightress, which he learns not to take them lightly or underestimate their abilities in thwarting his operations and also his plans. He even formed an alliance with a group of other Shadow Empire warlords or commanders and a group of other dark magic users known as the Dark Druids, the Dark Witches, the Dark Faithful, into helping him and assisting him and aiding him with these dark experiments notations in order to creating an army of supernatural soldiers and superhumans and aliens that would exactly help the Universal Prince, that would exactly help the Universal Prince with these goals and with his mission as well in the process, which by doing so, by conquering the rest of sacred existence as well in the process as well, which couldn't possibly exactly happen as well within the process. Well, guys, that's it for today's episodes. That's it for today's greatest episode. I all hope you exactly have a wonderful day and a very beautiful day indeed. Stay safe and quietly stay happy. Goodbye. Chop chop.